Okay, good day nurses. So for today, we will be talking about your ARDS, okay? And your ARDS, guys, stands for your Acute Respiratory Distress Syndrome. Okay, so syndrome siya, guys, okay? When we say syndrome, guys, it is a collection or group of signs and symptoms due to an underlying condition or causes, okay? So anong ibig sabihin mo, sir? Magkakaroon lang ba ng ARDS ang isang tao kapag merong condition na nakapag-trigger para magkaroon siya ng ARDS? Exactly. Okay? Meron munang condition bago magkaroon ng ARDS. Okay? And according to Bruners and Sudart, guys, your ARDS can be thought of as a spectrum of disease progressing from mild to moderate to its most severe fulminant form. When we say fulminant form, guys, that is the most severe form. Okay? Meaning, guys, it is life-threatening. And in worst case scenario, guys, pwedeng maging irreversible. Okay? And when we say acute lung injury naman, guys, is a term commonly used to describe mild ARDS. Okay? Then, si syndrome, yun nga, yung sinabi ko kanina, it is a collection or group of signs and symptoms due to underlying condition and causes. Okay? So, ano din yung mga condition, sir, na makakapag-cause para magkaroon ka ng ARDS? Okay? We have indirect and direct na tinatawag. Okay? When we say indirect, guys, meaning, guys, hindi nag-originate doon sa lang yung condition niya bago siya nagkaroon ng ARDS. Okay, nagigets? For example, cardiovascular diseases then nag-complicates into ARDS. Yun yung tinatawag na indirect. Okay? When we say direct naman, guys, nag-originate yung condition doon mismo sa lungs. Okay? So ano yung mga example, sir? For example, ng mga direct, guys, itong mga to. For example, aspiration such as gastric secretions, near drowning, hydrocarbons. Okay? For example, guys, 'di ba? Nalunod ka. Of course, kapag nalunod ka, magkakaroon ka ng tubig sa lungs mo, sa baga mo. And worst case scenario, pwedeng malagyan ng tubig ang alveoli mo where the gas exchange happens. Tama? So, pwede kang magkaroon ng ARDS. Then, COVID-19 pneumonia. O what else? Fat or air embolism. Then, localized infection such as bacterial, fungal, and viral pneumonia. Okay? Then, prolonged inhalation of increased concentration of oxygen, smoke, or corrosive substances. Yan yung mga direct. Okay? So, ano naman yung mga indirect, sir? Etong dalawang to, guys. Such as sepsis and burns. Okay? Now, pag-usapan na natin si acute respiratory distress syndrome. So, ano ba ang nangyayari dyan, guys? There is severe lung inflammation. O paano? Tatanungin kita ngayon, paano nagkaroon ng lung inflammation? Since syndrome yan, due to an underlying condition, yung mga diniscuss na natin. Okay? And kapag nagkaroon ng inflammation, guys, 'di ba? Merong nare-release, tama? Yun yung tinatawag naman natin na inflammatory mediators such as your cytokines. Okay? Mamaya i-discuss natin 'yan para mas ma-appreciate nyo, guys, or mas maintindihan nyo, guys. I-discuss muna natin ang normal physiology. Okay? First, we have the alveoli, tama? We have the alveoli. And sa mga gilid-gilid ng alveoli mo, guys, di ba sinabi natin during our first meeting, guys, merong mga capillaries na nakadikit dyan. Tama? Si capillaries, guys, yan yung nag-hold ng mga blood mo, guys. Okay? Yung mga components ng blood mo such as the RBCs and the neutrophils or sa sikat na salita, guys, si WBC. Okay, then, dyan kay capillaries mo, guys, we have the endothelial cell. And during the first meeting, guys, sinabi natin na si endothelial cell, guys, siya yung nag-hold ng mga blood para yung blood, guys, nandito lang inside of your capillaries. Tama? Yun yung sabi natin. Tama? Then dito naman kay alveoli, guys, merong alveolar wall membrane. Tama? And sabi natin during our first meeting na ang function niya is to protect and support the alveoli. Okay? So ano ba ang nangyayari ngayon sa ARDS, sir? Okay? There is a lung inflammation due to underlying condition. Then kapag may inflammation, may mga nare-release na chemicals, tama? Yun yung tinatawag nating inflammatory mediators such as your cytokines, okay? And yung mga inflammatory mediators na yan, guys, sila yung sumisira, okay? Ano yung sinisira niya? First na sinisira niya, guys, is your capillaries, okay? Si capillaries ang sinisira niya, specifically si endothelial cell, okay? Ano na ulit yung function ng endothelial cell? Siya yung nagre-retain ng mga bloods and fluids doon sa capillaries mo. Okay? Ano pa yung sinisira ng mga inflammatory mediators, sir? Si alveolar wall membrane mo. Okay? And si wall membrane mo and si endothelial cell mo, guys, they are semi-permeable. Okay? Meaning, guys, selective sila. Okay? Meron lang silang substances na pinapalabas and pinapapasok. Okay, for example, sa capillaries mo, guys, hindi niya pinapalabas si blood and fluid. Okay? Si wall membrane mo naman kay alveoli, guys, ang pinapalabas niya, ang pinapapasok niya is air and oxygen lang. Okay? Yun yung ginagawa niya. Ngayon, guys, sinisira ng mga inflammatory mediators, causing now, guys, na mag-inflame ang endothelial cells and also mag-inflame si wall membrane. Okay? So, as a result ngayon, guys, nagkakaroon ng leakage, okay, from the capillaries. Ano yung mga nalilik? Siyempre, nalilik na ang blood and fluid, okay, papunta sa interstitial space. Tama? Causing now, guys, na magkaroon ng edema, okay, sa interstitial space. When we say edema, nagkaroon ng fluid. Okay? So marami ng fluid ngayon dyan, guys. And possible, guys, since inflamed din si alveolar wall, guys, papasok ngayon yung mga fluid papasok sa alveoli mo, which causes now, guys, the impaired gas exchange. Okay? So naintindihan nyo na ba, guys, kung paano nangyayari? Naintindihan nyo na ngayon, tama? By definition and kung paano nangyayari both anatomy and physiology. Okay? So your ARDS is a severe lung inflammation, okay, causing now, guys, to decrease lung compliance. Of course, guys, impaired na ang gas exchange because of the fluid na naglilik doon sa interstitial space and fluid na pumapasok doon sa alveoli. So decrease talaga ang lung compliance, di ba? Then, non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema. When we say non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema, guys, the pulmonary edema, guys, hindi siya cause ng cardiovascular diseases. Okay? Saan ba ang cause niya, guys? Because of the inflamed endothelial cells. Okay? What else? Refractory hypoxemia. And when we say refractory hypoxemia, guys, that is a hypoxemia that does not respond to increasing fraction of inspired oxygen. So anong ibig sabihin niya, sir? Ganito yan, guys. Kahit bugbugin mo ng bugbugin ng oxygen yung pasyente mo, guys, hindi daw mag-i-improve ang kanyang oxygen saturation. Okay? So paano pa din natin mamamanage, sir, yung pasyente natin hindi na siya mag-i-improve sa oxygen? Okay, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. Okay? So what else? Your ARDS is caused by underlying conditions such as sepsis, trauma, pneumonia, or aspiration. Yun yung sinabi na natin kanina. Okay? Now, naintindihan mo na si ARDS by definition and naintindihan mo na kung paano nagkakaroon ng ARDS ang isang tao. Tama ba? Both anatomy and physiology. Now, pag-usapan naman natin kung ano yung magmamanifest ngayon kay patient ngayong nangyayari yan sa kanya. Okay? Pag-usapan natin si assessment findings. Okay? First, in your assessment findings or yung magmamanifest kay patient mo, guys, is severe dyspnea. When we say dyspnea, guys, di ba, difficulty of breathing to. Bakit kaya may difficulty of breathing, guys? Dahil nga, impaired ang gas exchange. Tama? Bakit impaired ang gas exchange? Due to fluid. Tama, na nag-leak from your capillaries dahil inflamed si endothelial cells. Tama ba? Yes, and papasok yung fluid kay alveoli. That's why impaired ang gas exchange. Then therefore, may hirapan ba huminga yung pasyente mo? Yes, and that is severe, guys. Okay? What else? Hypoxemia unresponsive to supplemental oxygen. Ano yung tawag natin dito na sinabi ko kanina, guys? This is your refractory hypoxemia, and that is the hallmark signs and symptoms of your ARDS. Okay? What else? Bilateral infiltrates on chest x-ray or yung tinatawag nilang whiteout. Bakit whiteout, guys? Ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Meron na daw fluid yung both lungs mo, guys. Okay? And kapag in chest x-ray yan, guys, ang makikita dun sa x-ray, guys, is whiteout on both of your lungs. Okay? Then lastly, na magmamanifest kay patient guys is the respiratory acidosis. That is increased carbon dioxide and low level of your pH. O bakit increase ang carbon dioxide guys? Dahil nga impaired ang gas exchange. Okay? Dahil inflamed ang endothelial cells, nag-leak yung mga fluid from your capillaries, magkakaroon ng edema sa interstitial space, and pwedeng yung fluid pumunta sa alveoli. That's why magkakos ng impaired gas exchange. Okay? So, ang mangyayari niyan, mareretain yung carbon dioxide doon sa katawan mo. And carbon dioxide, guys, is acidic in nature. That's why respiratory acidosis. Okay? Now, nalaman mo na ang definition ng ARDS, nalaman mo na kung ano ang nangyayari kay ARDS, nalaman mo na kung ano ang nagmamanifest kay patient kapag may ARDS, i-manage naman natin ngayon. Punta tayo kay nursing intervention. Okay? So, your goal sa ARDS guys is to keep open the alveoli to improve oxygenation. So paano ba natin gagawin yun sir na i-open lang yung alveoli guys? Okay? By administering ventilatory support. Okay? Anong mga ventilatory support sir? Such as your high PEEP to promote alveolar expansion or the high PEEP. When we say high PEEP guys, or when we say PEEP, yan yung positive and expiratory pressure. Okay? From the word itself guys, positive and expiratory pressure. Meaning guys, ano ang involved dito guys? During your exhalation. Okay? It leaves a small amount of pressure inside the lungs at the end of exhalation. Paano sir? Normally guys, di ba? Normally ganito ang nangyayari. Pagka inhale mo, then exhale, the alveoli will deflate, tama? Or magre-rest ang alveoli, tama ba? Yes. Kapag naka-PEEP or naka-positive and expiratory pressure yung patient natin guys, pag inhale niya, pag exhale niya, the pressure remains. Okay? That's why guys, the alveoli stays open. Okay? And yun yung goal natin, to improve the oxygenation. Okay? What else? Low tidal volumes to protect the lungs from barotrauma. Bakit low tidal volume sir? Dahil kapag high tidal volume ang in-administer mo guys, mag-over stretching yung alveoli. Okay? Causing now guys the alveolar rupture. Then magkakaroon ngayon ng barotrauma. Then it will lead to ventilatory induced lung injury na tinatawag. Okay? What else? Ano pang mga nursing intervention natin aside from ventilatory support sirs na high PEEP and low tidal volumes? Okay? You need to place the patient in prone position to improve oxygenation in the posterior lung surfaces. Bakit kaya prone? Bakit hindi supine? Dahil kapag nakasupine guys, mas mahihirapan na makahinga ang pasyente natin dahil pwedeng madaganan ng other organs mo yung lungs mo. Okay? Such as your heart. Okay? That's why prone position. You place the client in the swimmer's pose, frequently changing head and arm position. Okay? So, ganito yung swimmer's pose, guys. You need to administer a pillow dito sa paanan niya and also dito sa kamay niya, guys. Okay? Para ma-prevent mo ang pressure ulcers dahil ito yung mga bony prominences. Okay? To prevent pressure ulcers. Okay? You need to pad bony prominences on the anterior surface. Yun nga, to prevent pressure ulcers. And you frequently change the head and arm position of the patient. Okay? Then, kapag naka-cardiac monitor naman yung patient mo, guys, yung leads, guys, i-transfer mo dito sa back ni patient. Okay? Yung mga leads, i-transfer mo siya dyan sa back ni patient. Okay, what else? You closely monitor ABGs, oxygenation, and hemodynamic status of your patient. Of course, guys, para malaman natin kung yung patient ba natin ay nag-i-improve or mas nagwa-worsen. Okay? Then we administer sedation and paralytic medications as ordered to decrease oxygen demand and promote ventilator compliance. O bakit kaya guys na kailangan i-sedate yung patient natin guys? Dahil guys, pwedeng maglaban yung inhalation and exhalation ni patient and yung inhalation and exhalation ng makina. Okay? Or yung mech vent. Okay, dahil si mech-vent, tutulungan kanyang mag-inhale and mag-exhale yan. And kapag conscious ka guys, pwedeng mag-inhale and mag-exhale ka rin. So, pwedeng maglaban ngayon yung pasyente mo, yung inhalation and exhalation ng pasyente mo, and yung inhalation and exhalation ngayon ng makina. Okay? That's why kailangan ng sedation and paralytic medications. Okay? The sedation helps the patient relax and mag-synchronize with the ventilator. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay? Then lastly guys, you monitor for signs of multi-organ failure. Okay? So paano mo malalaman guys? Kapag decrease ang urine output and may jaundice na yung pasyente mo, indicating guys na nadamay na rin ang kanyang kidney. Okay? And that is all guys for your acute respiratory distress syndrome. I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.